Hello, welcome back. I'd like to show you very quickly how to implement the study protocol features in Simulo. So right now we have a very simple oral one compartment model, the one we created last time, and I'd like to implement the study itself. So to start, I'm first going to define the different schedules that are available. And so I'm going to close this thing. And so let's first start by adding a treatment schedule. And I know that this drug is given every day. So every day. And to do that, I can here define, well, I could define, for example, every day like this, etc., etc. I could make my life easier and even define it like this, etc. But instead, I'm going to make my life even easier and say, well, I'm going to repeat this schedule as a cycle every day for a duration of 2 weeks. There we go. And immediately I have 2 weeks every day. Great. I'm going to add an observation schedule as well. And so for this, I'm going to use rich sampling, and I'm going to sample, well, let's say, as soon as I give the drug, half an hour after, an hour after, 2 hours after, 4 hours after, 6 and 8. I'm going to, well, and then 1 and 12 as well. I'm going to repeat this as well. And let's say I will want to do this, well, the first time it's injected, once at 3 days, and then once after 1 week, and then again, let's say after 10 days. And my final schedule is a kind of a washout schedule. And this I will do, well, after 2 weeks. So let's say at 2 weeks, at 2 weeks and 1 day, and 12 hours, 2 weeks, 1 day, and 2 weeks, 2 days, and 2 weeks, 3 days. Let's say that this is my expected washout time. So let's first define the observations that we will take. So for that, I will go to the observations window, and I'm going to add 2 different observations. One for the rich sampling. And in rich sampling, well, I'm going to use my rich sampling schedule. And here I want to observe the concentration and the concentration with error. I'm going to add another observation, the washout schedule. So washout. And here as well, I'm going to just look at the concentration and the concentration with error. I still have 2 things that I need to define. Well, the treatments. So for that, I will go to the treatment section. And here in the treatments, you can see, well, it's structured in a kind of a special way. We have study arms and treatments. And so for this case, I would like to run a parallel arm study where I will compare the 25 milligrams with the 50 milligrams. So this will be the 25 milligrams every day. This will be the 50 milligrams every day. And I will need to add a treatment into each of these arms. So this will be the 25 milligrams oral every day. There we go. We give it every day. We inject into the absorption compartment, and we give a nominal dose of, well, 25 E minus 3. All right, 25 milligrams. And of course, you can define a lot more here. There's the lag time available. There's a model to simulate missing the treatment. There's dose adjustment available. You can do it as a bolus or as an infusion, all of these things. Here as well, let's say 50 milligrams oral every day. There we go. Every day. This is in the absorption compartment. And the reason why, and I need to still give the nominal dose. And the reason why there is this distinction between study arm and treatment is for the following reason. You could say, for example, well, I also want something like this, 25 milligrams every day plus a 50 milligrams loading dose. So in that case, I would copy paste this 25 milligrams oral every day. But I also want to add a single loading dose. So for that, let me go to the schedules and say, well, a loading dose is just something given at time 0. So here in the treatment, I can add a second treatment, and this would be then the loading dose, which we give just at the beginning, also in the absorption. There we go, 50 E minus 3. There we go. So let's compare these 3 possible ways of administering our drug together. And for that, I will go to the protocol. And in the protocol, currently only my observations are defined, and I need to manually add sequences. So for this, I will add 3 sequences. My first sequence will be my 25 milligrams every day. My second will be 50 milligrams every day. And then finally, there will be 25 milligrams every day, but also my 50 milligram loading dose. I'm almost there. The only thing missing now are subjects, virtual patients. To define those, I will go to the enrollment screen. This is you can get very complex here, but right now we're just going to make it easy and say, well, we have 120 subjects. If I go back to the protocol screen, I can nicely see, yeah, I have now 40 subjects in each arm. I'd like to simulate this. So for that, I go to simulations. I add a simulation, and we can run our simulation. It will create the R code, it will execute all of the different subjects, and it will finally finish. In the next video, we're going to look at the Simulo output file and see what you can get from this. And we will also look at post-processing and all of the functionalities there. Thank you for watching. Bye.